Hey everyone, your girl is here. So it's now 58 minutes until the Powerball drawing. So obviously you guys saw that I'm staying up and have seen. Obviously you guys don't see it in real time, but you're seeing it right now once this video is up. Anyhow guys, just wanted to come on today and share. Today I did watch my Tom Cruise and I tried. It was really, really cool. I actually didn't know they had contacts that went the whole way over your eyeball. I also wish they would have shown her in the cage going up and down like skydiving a little bit better. I can't believe that she had to call all of those different militaries too, but she finally got to see one and get on one. And then what her husband said reminded me of Ginny and Georgia, right? So it's like, I'm telling you as your boss and as your husband, right? I know I said that before. That was pretty funny. But I can't believe she did it. And yeah, so, obviously she's had the same group of people, and I didn't notice, but a lot of her stunts, she said, were even from Tom Cruise's. So that was kind of cool. And then I'm gonna have to remember, I think this was towards the middle of the video, but here, let me get it up here. Obviously I've watched stuff since I've got home too. I'll go over that tomorrow, but I did want to share, you know, obviously again, not bragging myself up, but just different things that I've noticed even. Here we go. I think this is towards the end, honestly. Wait. This is once he starts talking to him.
Introversion, neuroticism, openness, agreeableness, and conscientiousness is one that kind of proves out as the one that leads to.
Here we go. Just wait for it.
It really is kind of a measure of a bunch of traits, sub-traits that add up to someone that is self-disciplined, achievement-striving, dutiful. It's someone that you think of as being kind of hardworking and driven.
Well, I also think it means someone, at least anecdotally or colloquially, it's someone who's aware of how their behavior affects others around them, conscious of their own effects on the world around them.
Right. There's a thoughtfulness toward other people. Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, and that's even what I had said. Like I said, with any relation back, it's just like a minute. Because I had even said that, you know, yeah. You know, I can't see myself, right? So yeah, I agree. Maybe I do have a little bit more energy, right? When I'm... And, you know, I can have this, like, dancing, right? Like, I do, like, it's not like a twirling baton, right? Where whenever you do that kind of stuff, you need to have strict movements. Like, you can't just have like that and this. No, like, it needs to be, like, you need to know what you're doing when you're throwing it up. Obviously that is very hard. If anybody else has ever tried to do it. Obviously guys can attempt to do it too, but it's not as common. I know obviously whenever Barkley, obviously he won he helped win the Eagles Super Bowl last year. His mom actually had him do ballet lessons. That's why he just jumps over people. But yeah, so that was really, really cool. It's like, oh my god, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think, you know, but maybe, you know, when, you know, if Rock Your Body is on, I am a little bit more, you know, like that, you know. I really like that. That was really, really cool. And then also, I have to find that one. But it reminded me of, like, you know, that's actually not offending. That's actually reminding of body positivity. Because body positivity is, well, I treat gender dysphoria. I don't treat, you know, body positivity confusion, right? Body positivity confusion is, you know, like I said before, right? Anyone can do it at any time. So why are you waiting, right? So just do it as a guy. Like, you shouldn't be offended if somebody tells you just do it as a guy. now that your actions have shown that you just want to do it as a girl so you could say that you did, right? I think that one was towards the middle. Give me 1 second here to find it. And then also there is this guy recently that does like tell me or name like 10 of the, you know, how fast do these companies make you know, money. And it actually turns out that Walmart makes $1 million every 48 seconds,
Is this
by
a
the way.
question if you're a feminist, that's all.
No.
I think it's here.
I live in Orlando and Miami, and I'm a lesbian, and I haven't.
Fine because they're like heavily populated
And
cities.
then I have to
but,
do say something.
yeah, I mean, well, yeah,
Too.
like that makes
Speaking
sense.
of
But,
this.
like, there's hella gay people there.
I mean, I haven't lost any rights.
I
Have you
haven't
lost any
seen,
rights
I
as a
didn't
non-gay person?
see many,
No, I don't
honestly.
believe so. No. What about a gay supporter?
In
A
Miami.
gay supporter,
I
have I
was
lost
really
rights as a gay?
surprised.
No, I think I could still support gay people. Yeah, but we're still safe, right? Trump has been in office for 8 months. Have you lost any rights?
200
Yeah,
guys.
or
Yeah,
like
that's
1,000 or
disgusting.
something.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
So that's not empowering.
I don't think that.
I wouldn't feel empowered.
Yeah.
I would feel kind of like objectified.
You wouldn't promote that to a daughter if you had one, right?
No.
No. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Isn't that SpongeBob's thing? He does look like Patrick's son.
Patrick!
Oh my god.
Wait, guys, I know it's
You
on
laughing at
here.
me? He scared me with the moose. Do you think that women are happier now than they were 50 years ago, or
Hang
no?
on, I know that it's on here.
It's possible to do both successfully.
Totally. Well, they did it.
Your own mother did it.
Yeah, your mother worked.
She worked her entire life, had 8 children, had 3 different careers.
Hang on, I'm
At
actually
90,
gonna
still
pause
serving
this.
people. She gets probably anti-Trump.
Like it's always more comforting to have a man around.
Obviously, you guys can look at this whole thing too. Obviously, again, I'm not framing bias. Practicing what I preach. You guys can see the whole thing, but I just want to cut down for my own personal video here. So here we go.
On trans women in sports. Talked about it with my dad. My dad is not. I'm not a trans woman. I'm a trans. It just ostracizes trans women
I don't
more
think it
from
was
being
here.
discriminated all the time. I'm just thinking of like the specific issue. Should he be
Like male, I feel like it's not my place.
What rights have you lost since Trump's been in office?
You guys
No.
told me because I'm not sure. I really.
Here we go.
Then you
So
which
it's right
I
here.
hate, by the way.
I hate that too.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit different though than saying, you know what, go sell your body on like online.
Exactly. I think we should. I think like for women, allow them to experiment with their bodies in a safe way. If they're legally an adult, that is also very important. And also, if they come from a place where they'll be safe doing that, and if they'll like have a good community around them. Again, it's case by case basis.
Thank you guys so much.
I don't know. I don't really
Here we
like.
go.
Do you think that's empowering
then-
women?
I feel that it's not empowering women, but I don't think it should be criminal. I don't think that women who are forced into those positions or women who find themselves in those positions should be thrown in prison. They're not the criminals. People taking advantage of those situations are the criminals.
It shouldn't be criminalized.
I don't think it's empowering women. No.
It's not something you would promote to like your daughters or sisters, right?
No, I wouldn't wish it.
So obviously, like I said, that is obviously not a safe place or in a safe way. Like I said, with the whatever location name it was, right? Stuff like that, how new it was, how many pictures and all that. I'm not gonna get back into that, but that was also something crazy, right? That obviously, again, this is a little bit longer now that since I've watched her stuff. This video came out a day ago, so obviously, again, she might have been making it while I was, you know, bringing up my own stuff then, but, so it's not one of those things where, you know, this has been, because of the Freaky Friday, you know, it kind of winds up in here, so, Freaky Friday carryover, so no. Search my watch history. I'm just gonna search how many minutes and show you guys. So for example, a lot of people would catastrophize. Hang on guys, let me find it. Alright guys, here it is now, I found it. How long does it take to make 1 million? Ready?
How long does it take the these companies to make $1 million? Netflix. I'm gonna say it takes them like literally a day to make $1 million. Probably less, 12 hours. 12 hours? Yeah. 1 hour and 37 minutes. They're raking it in. They make a lot of money. So if they donated 1 hour and 37 minutes to the makeshift project, we would be rich. Netflix. What about Google? I'm gonna say even less. How long did it take for Netflix? Hour 37? 1 hour, 37 minutes. I'm gonna say it takes 55 minutes to make $1 million. 55 minutes? Google, it takes 1 minute. That's ridiculous. Crazy. So Google, if you give us 1 minute of your net worth, come on, we can make a deal. Walmart. I feel like Walmart, it takes longer. I don't know. I'm gonna say 5 minutes. I was surprised by Walmart. 48 seconds to make $1 million. I guess they got a lot of items.
So, for example, guys, I don't even know how much a 20-carat pink diamond would be. I don't even know the biggest diamond ever found in Africa. Actually, now that I said that, I'm looking up. So, biggest diamond. I mean, I could say Russia too, but... Okay, guys, so here we go. The biggest diamond ever found in Africa. Cullinan diamond. 3,106 carats. More recently, a 2,492. Gosh, guys. That is a freaking... Anyhow, guys. So, speaking of that, you know... For example, not shutting down, right, like I said. The world's not just going to stop spinning, you know. I mean, people act like, you know, whenever you have, I don't even know how much money they would have through the roof, right? And I could probably figure that out now too, right? How much money does Walmart currently have? But anyhow, they act like, you know, 5... And again, I don't know how many Walmarts are in a 100-mile radius. But you guys get the point, right, of Washington. I could actually probably... This is going to be the time where... The video where I actually figure things out. Alright. Walmart's in 100-mile radius of... what did I just say? Washington. And also, guys, by the way, okay. Dozens of Walmart's locations exist within a 100-mile radius of Washington, D.C., encompassing stores in D.C., Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. Okay, guys? Right there. So, dozens, okay? So, take dozens. Okay, so we'll do 24 times 48. 24 times however many. Again, you guys get what I'm saying. So then... Take that and multiply all of that out, and I'll probably have the math for you guys later. But again, do that, and they're acting like that much money when they make that much money every 48 seconds. And once you take that pay cut, technically you can't get it back, if you really think about it. So yeah, so once you take that back, you can't get it, you know. Once you take that loss, it will always forever be a loss, right? Like I said with 100%, right, in Basic Math 101. Once something leaves the 100% range, it can never get back to 100%, right? So technically, again, they act like doing that, right? For people who really want to be part of history is like losing, right, a 20-carat pink diamond from Obviously, again, they fly the plane. Obviously, they fly in diamonds. But could you imagine that, guys? Like, that's basically what they're saying. It's like losing a 20-carat pink diamond. The fun things that I do. Whenever I'm passing time. Largest pink diamond ever found, guys. A 170 carat pink diamond. Oh my god. Where's that at? In... Oh my gosh. Angola. I think that's, Angola. I think that's in Africa too. You gotta love it how I can just make myself laugh so much that I almost cry all the time. 100. How much does a... This is great, guys. Passing time. How much money is a... We'll just say 3 carat. Pink diamond. The pink diamonds. Oh my gosh, guys. Holy cow, look at this, guys. This is only... Guys, this isn't even... This isn't even 12% of a carat, guys. And it's 17,000. My gosh, guys. And then you just move up 0.08, so 8%. And it's $56,000, guys. So yeah, basically they act like losing that money is the same as losing, or, you know, a plane, right? Like, let's say, for example, somebody brought their own plane in. Losing one of those. Here we go, guys. Ready? 3/4 of a carat is 101,000. So losing a cargo plane, or losing a personal plane, right, with a box, you know, a box big enough, right, for, they did their own special trip. How about that? They flew the whole, I don't even know if a Piper Cub could probably fly over the Atlantic from, like, New York City, just go the whole way to, like, Morocco, or Madagascar. Well, no. I don't know what South Africa is. Obviously, like, I know, like, Niger and Chad, and there's also another one. Then I also know, like, the North. But anyhow, you guys get the point, right? They act like it's the same as a plane like that going down. Intense purplish pink. Round diamond. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this, guys, look. Gosh, guys, I would love the daylight out of that. Or that one right there. I also like those. You guys can hear my allergies. And that's also another way you can tell the difference between a real diamond and not. You can just tell by the intense. It's really hard and next to impossible to do that. You know, yeah. I know a lot of people try to say, you know, when it comes to Diamonique, well, I can tell the difference between Diamonique and a real diamond. Pink diamonds from Africa. Alright guys, well I'm gonna end this film, but thanks for watching, like I said. And yeah, talk to you guys later.
I can only describe it as evil. Something horrible.
From 48 Hours, this is Trained to Kill. The dog trainer, the heiress, and the bodyguard. He couldn't control his obsession. Who was the...
Here we go!
Favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Michelle. Michelle Lyles. Tonight we've got another life-changing jackpot for you in an estimated amount of $1.034 billion. Get your tickets out. We'll start things off tonight with the number 22. Right outside America, we
No, I can just watch the film. Oh, I already lost. Didn't get anything. Or no. Wait. What?
18, and we're going to round it out tonight with 27. Now for your winning Powerball number, good luck everyone. It is 17, and your Power Play multiplier is 3. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here. Good night.
Hang on. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to now tonight later. I was having such a fun time Saturday, killing time and actually not just saying it and then forgetting about it and then adding it in like 20 minutes later or like 5 videos later. Obviously you guys saw that with my, you know, about gnats getting in your eyes. So I finally now am charging my watch. Sadly I lost. I only matched one number on my first game, and actually the quick pick was the one that did it for me, not me, so that's also a bummer, guys. But I did also want to come on then and share that whenever I said that I have something to share about that, so actually my new co-workers, so one of them had actually stayed later tonight, and he told me that he is trans, so he's a trans male. And obviously again, he was obviously like the first open one that I've seen and all of that, and it was, it's always harder, right, for people outside of the spectrum, to have that kind of like talking to, but I did pretty good with him. I was like, yeah, you know, you totally like passed, like I'd have no idea. But I do get confused sometimes, and one time I did misgender somebody. I couldn't tell if they were just an itty bitty, right? Again, keeping it work appropriate. But I was like, I couldn't tell if they were like that. And they had like a mohawk, kind of like a shorter cut. And I couldn't tell if they had like just started or if they were far in their female to male transition. And that's why there wasn't much going on up there, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you know, because, you know, he was talking about certain issues and all of that, and then freezing his eggs, and I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're getting at now. And he's like, yeah, whenever I said I was having uterus pains, I actually meant that. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, and it was kind of stranger, you know, because I was like, yeah, you know, I was just having my normal stuff too. And it was just like, it went past me until he actually said, you know, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I guess, because the bottom hasn't been operated or something like that, you know, he's hoping to, you know, give birth, right? Get pregnant soon. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And he was like, yeah, whenever you stop the testosterone or something like that, your periods can start kicking back in again, and then you can give birth. And I was like, oh, I didn't think that, you know, like I thought it hindered that, right? Like, for example, right, like if a guy went to transition into a girl, like it would probably ruin, right, his count, right, or like make him infertile, right? So I was like, oh, I didn't know that trans males could wait all that time and then do that. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I was blown away by it. But like I said, yeah, you know, it's kind of cool, because like I said, I don't usually have partial conversations like that. Stranger in the sense of like a new conversation, like it's like a strange, strange, like trying to catch on, right? Like imagine like that people don't describe it the way you would describe it. Like I said before, with what's the difference between good and pretty good, right? Some people would say bowling 140 is good. Some people would say bowling 140 is pretty good. What's really the difference, right? So you go into like a swimming arena, right? And you're thinking you're gonna like do like Marco Polo, right? But their Marco Polo is different because once you say Marco, you have to twirl around 3 times, you know, so you kind of get like ripples going and they're confused about where you might be or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So twirling around creates like a ripple and then you confuse them even more. So there's like that added addition, right? Like they didn't share that or something. So yeah, it was definitely, but that's what I meant by it says like stranger experience. So I've never really dealt with that. I was like, oh, okay. Cause like, and then I had shared with him, I was like, yeah, you know, like whenever I misgendered, cause I said her, right? Because there are like you guys saw with those haircuts, right? From Gem and the Holograms, right? So it's, you know, shorter like that, and then just shorter up top. And then again, I was just like, oh, you know, I thought he wanted to be perceived as she. It was hard for me to tell what gender they wanted to be portraying from stuff like that. So yeah, it was kind of a cool talk, an educating talk, but it's just like, oh, yeah, because he's just like, you know, he was hoping to get a ride, but then I said, well, I'll just take you. But yeah, it was definitely a stranger experience for sure. Again, and I already shared what strange means. So actually, now that I'm up at 6 minutes and 19 earlier, I might honestly, I don't know, honestly, maybe I'll just post this video tomorrow, so like a silent Sunday. But I might also make videos tomorrow. And then I could just make a Manic Monday video. There's lots of different ways that I'm thinking about it. But I will definitely get these produced. And then start listening to them as soon as I wake up in the morning. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.
Hey everyone, there we go. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now, as you guys can see later on, I did obviously just get all of my medications. Jeez guys, you can tell it is definitely the start of an average itch. Holy cow, I am definitely, I mean, I got my sleep and everything, but I'm still just kind of out of it. So obviously I got all of my grams and eyes ingredients for macaroni salad, since Labor Day is coming up. So obviously taking it extremely slow. You guys can see it's 10:53 and I only have 3,100 guys. Yeah, so it's definitely been brutal here this morning. But I was like wearing dresses too, just because there is a bigger security gap. Especially this dress too, because of, you know, most pads are vertical and these are vertical stripes, or I'm sorry, horizontal. So even though it's a vertical pad, like, you know, obviously it's pretty, you know, it does have some obviously wrinkles when you obviously put it on and just go throughout your day, like I said with a couple times when I've gotten out of this dress. And well, you know, I did have to have another girl remind me one time, hey, you know, just check back there. Because I got out and, yeah, well, it went in between that groove. So, yeah, so I already shared that with you guys and everything. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead here and get going. We are also thinking about maybe going to, a place up the road, and getting some, like, clamps and everything. Obviously I didn't want to bring any of the clamps that obviously I had at my old place. So we just kind of got rid of them at the auction. But I would obviously, we're going to try, geez, you guys, you can really tell I'm out of it. We're going to, you know, try to clamp some like plastic or something on the banister. Obviously you guys saw the banister out back already, you know, off our back porch. So we're going to try to do something there. And then that way then when, you know, the birds don't do their, you know, daily things. For some humans, for some people, jeez, I'm really out of it. For some people, it's not always just one day. Sometimes they have it every other day. But anyhow, guys, like I said, I'm going to get going here. Take it easy. If I do go for a little bit of a walk, I might, you know, go for a walk. Might do some recording. It's all up to how I feel, honestly. But take it easier today, and then maybe just, you know, wait until around 2 or 3 and then decide to post the video. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Jeez, there goes my... Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So as everyone can see, because of the average itch, like I shared, I'm not going to run today, even though I was really in the spirit yesterday. So I'm not going to run today. I'm definitely going to run tomorrow for sure. And then I'll probably do 2.5 miles. And then I'll do, if I really think that I can do it, try for like a 5K the very next day. Because, you know, with only about 21 days until my race, I really need to know how I'm gonna do preparation, right? Obviously I've been doing a good job keeping track and everything, you know, of my, you know, like how well I slept, you know, how many steep incline hikes did I do, how many medium incline hikes the day before, how many average steps for, you know, what did I have for breakfast for the average, you know, week, you know, beforehand. So I've definitely been doing a good job keeping track, but I just want to kind of test it and see, and then maybe do like a wind up with like a 5K, or I can do 2 miles and then 3 miles, which obviously you guys saw. That's obviously 5. And then maybe on Friday, since I've been having just so many Freaky Fridays this year, why not, right? So just do like a Freaky Friday. Can I do it 3 times, right, in a row? So try to something like that, and see how I do. But yeah, I will go ahead here and get, oh, it's a Bluebird box back there that you guys are seeing. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to go ahead here and get on a walk. I'll do some walking videos with you guys tonight then, because my Gram's car is new. She wants to go down to Dairy Queen, maybe visit with her sister a little bit. But then we're going to go and get, Dairy Queen together. So that video might be here, after some videos that I may or may not make here. And then, yeah, we'll just keep on moving right along, guys. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and I'm so excited, so excited to see how I do. Also with my runs last month, you know, maybe it is a good idea that I maybe only do once a week then. So for example, if I do 2 miles and then 3 miles the next 2 days, and then I do my half of a half marathon again, on Friday, and then I just take a break then, and I do 2 months. I do 2.5 until race day. You know, on the 20th of September, which is again only 21 days away. So yeah, I'll probably do something like that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead here and get walking. Like I said, really get myself ready and planned. Because my 2 miles followed by 3 miles, in between, you know, my 6.35, yeah. So those were obviously a little bit longer, than what I had wanted. So, yeah. So, anyhow, guys, definitely, longer on the time now, so, that's good. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey, everyone, your girl is here. So, coming to you guys today now, later on, up the trail. Do you guys see it up there? Looks really pretty and cute. So, looks like it just opens into a big thing. Then you guys can see it even up here too. So, here we go. Definitely taking it much slower. I'm doing pretty good, guys, honestly. Yeah, I'll include my sleep log at the end. But I wonder where the heck this thing goes. Oh, guys, look at it. What is it, guys? What is it? Well, we're gonna find out soon enough together. A brand new area in the welcome. Well, I guess welcome is a little bit too late now, but not really. You guys can still see how excited I am, even through all of the taking it slower. Alright, guys, here we go. Almost there. And then I decided I'm actually just gonna have, it'll be like such a new drive Saturday. Oh, guys, what's in there? Ooh. It'll be like such a new drive Saturday, or such a first and really short Saturday, or something like that. You can actually see right on in there. It'll be something like that that I'll make. You know. And then such a first and just one more is final, something like that. Sunday, because it'll be my first, you know, picnic, my first blizzard, and then the next is my last, just because of my goal. So, you know, maybe have something like that. Alright, guys, we officially made it here. I thought those were deer. Oh, guys, this is nice. Let's see. So they're trying to restore, actually, I'll just take a picture and post it here at the end. They're trying to restore pheasants, it looks like. Not really sure which way I'll go, guys. I'll probably swing around this way, see where it takes me. So definitely, guys, like I said, my, you know, my final first, and one more is too many. I don't know, I keep thinking of that Kenny Chesney song. You know, You and Tequila. Like, one is one too many, one more is never enough kind of thing. So, it's like one more is one too many. And one more is you have to have the mindset of you'll never make it to Florida again. The positive, inappropriate, all or nothing thinking. And this can also be a time, a transition time, where I try to figure out where might be some good fall foliage. You guys obviously know, once you go to the trail straight ahead, right? That's obviously a very good place, and I already shared that. So this can be a good closer examination, which obviously, yes, you have to do that in a 50% super lush life summer too. You have to have those closer things planned out and have multiple different areas closer to home, right? Because I already used up all my gas. I actually think that I needed an oil change shortly after that, because I remember I was there like 2 times. Alright guys, we can either cut there or we can stay straight, and we'll stay straight. But yeah, obviously that was really, really big last year. Actually, I'm also going to get out my car info folder that I have in my safe, and I'm going to see when I changed my oil last year. Like I said, I think it was right around this time, and then I did just so much more, you know, in that fall last year, that I needed an oil change. Like, even like, I actually even think that my 3rd oil change, guys, ran out when I did my, like right after I got back from Florida. Or I might have done it right before Florida and ordered the tires the same day. I think that's actually what I did. But still, guys, that is crazy. Where in the heck does this trail go? I'm trying to think, with the noise behind me and the road, like, where would it loop around to? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank again. Where? Let me try to think. So maybe like the valley is way over in the next valley. So like, for example, if you cut through all the, and you get on a Pennsylvania route, does it go on like that backside? Like, I couldn't foresee it being that big. Well, we're gonna find out, guys. This is a Explorer, the 814. Seriously though, like, where would it loop around to? Oh, watch it, Alyssa. No rainbow up there now. There was one when I left my drive. Hey guys, I don't know why it stopped. There was one when I left my driveway, and I took a picture of it, but it's not there now. You guys, we're gonna loop around and just see where this thing goes. But I'm thinking, if it's big enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like the Shenandoah National Park. Like, I was only at the bottom half, but that whole road just kept going and going and going. Where you entered. Like, because I entered and went to the right. But that, it said like 99. I think I was even up beyond like not 90 mile markers. I think I was up at like 100 some mile markers at that point. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, and then I left in the 70s. So it was still 70 miles of other trails. Alright guys, so this might be the long way around. Either way guys, we're gonna explore it and figure out where it goes. I can't even see that airplane. Oh guys, this will be a nice place to have a picnic. Oh my god, yeah. Except it's just the fact of coming here all the time. You know, and then have all... This is kind of like my arts and crafts that I did. You guys remember after my Wild Wednesday last year, when you heard about my arts and crafts, and then we did them together. Remember? And there was all that grass behind me. And then my neighbors needed me to go get some bee spray. Remember? Because there were all those bees in the shrubs near their place. There were a lot of people with a lot of shrubs at my old place. So... Alright guys, once we get up here to the top, we're going to turn around. Taking it easier, like I said. Alright guys, let's see. We're almost there. Here we go. See guys, holy cow, what is that? What is that thing? Oh, is that one shed? I think it is. Yeah. See, I thought it would be further up. Wouldn't it be further up the road though? Yeah, it should be like the next section up. So not that first bridge, because I think I'm at the first bridge now. I mean like the second bridge. But I'm only at the first bridge. So why is it there? I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. Just like my thing at the there was a bluebird feather. Just like my thing at the West Branch of the Susquehanna. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. That was funny when he did that. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead here and end this film and start listening to it and add it, and then depending on the time, honestly I might just have, you know, me and my gram looking for the bird feeders, and you know, me and my gram skinning or eating, you know, maybe a little bit of our conversation when we're eating. So anyhow guys, thanks for watching, and like I said, you may or may not see those couple clips that are remaining following this video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, I just got my picture, and also hopefully the girl is still out here. That's the time where I set myself up for unsuccess, because I said it would be a perfect place for a picnic, and literally like half a mile, if I did have my own picnic, she would be there too. So it's like I'm not the only one, right, who has that thought, and may or may not act on that thought. Obviously, she acted on that thought, but if she's still out here, I'll get a picture of her, or I'll just get a picture of where the towel was laying, and you guys can see it. Yeah, so anyhow guys, talk to you guys later. She was reading too, which also was another reminder to me, to make sure I go ahead and get my reading going. I still have to pick out that book and meet that goal, guys. Just a 100-page book, even though that might be hard to find, specifically, so, maybe just have like a 300-page book and read 100 of it by the end of the year, and then while I'm, you know, saving my gas and everything in my car and just everything this winter for my super lush life. Oh my gosh. I can hardly wait for next year, at this time, just to see everything that I have achieved. It'll just be, oh my gosh, like an amazing reflecting time. And it won't even be over, guys. Because you guys remember last summer, I lived it up, guys. So we're going to be doing that again next summer. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Oh my gosh, guys. You guys can see my just joy and excitement just thinking about it. I'm so excited for it. I live the day as if it was the last. Living day as if there wasn't past. Doing it all night, all summer. Anyhow, guys, I gotta get going. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now, you guys can officially see with the 10-second video and the screenshot that she was actually laying there, like I had said. I did want to share as well that that also goes off the conscientiousness that I've shared before, right? So just how I've repeated Fergie multiple times on my page, I know I'm coming off just a little bit conceited right now, right? And I just keep on repeating, right? So... that, obviously, I've shared that a lot. So, obviously, same with, like, the volleyball game, right? Like, I shared conscientiousness there. It's kind of like a what would you do, right? Like, I'm not going to jump out, you know, and draw attention to it and get security after me, right? By going out onto the playing field, right? Kind of thing. Obviously, again, I think somebody had a talking with her, for sure. But, obviously, you know, that, is obviously different because you guys can see this one was like 7 times, but I waited until she was under the tree and everything, and yeah, so that was pretty good. You know, like I said, sharing, right, with the conscientiousness, you know, and being able to stand up, right, being able to tell when it would be on the sexualizer, hey, it's on you. Being able to say that too and distinguish the difference, and use I statements, right, like I said, with the conscientiousness.
So yeah, so like I said, there she was. I did also want to share too about taking it back. Taking it back, it's harder to deal with because you can't take it back. For example, right, the three of them that day, in the videos, right, nothing ever looked, none of the people in the videos and pictures that day looked like the three of them, right, when I went in. And also, it was good, too, to be able to distinguish the difference, right, in rapid fire, right, that it was normal, right, because, like, you're not, like, stuttering around, you're not super nervous, you're not even, like, having any, you know, visual reminders, right, as you're talking to them. Perhaps they want to have a conversation with you and, you know, get to know what you were been up to or anything, right, or just have a short story to tell you when you get there before they leave, which obviously a couple of times that happened. So it's easier to manage, and you're able to diminish it while you're still conversing with them. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously that would have happened in the other instance, except in, you know, if I hadn't left there, and I had seen that one, you guys know the one, it's like a scary lookalike, guys, like insane. And I actually have, I actually have showings of this too, where I was like, after about 20 minutes, I was like, absolutely no, no, no. Just no. No, absolutely cannot. An insane, scary lookalike. I was like, nope, absolutely, nope, bye-bye. So like I said, you know, if that would have happened, you set yourself up for, you know, more proud feelings, right? So while, like I said, while you're diminishing those feelings with the other people at the job that I was at before my job now and before I left the, right, so I got your text, right, how much porn do you watch every week, right? That stuff, right? So, yeah, so like I said, you'd be able to have a sense of joy, right? Kind of just like my joy, right? Like every time I go through the cashier, and I didn't record the peaches today, but they weren't there. But it was like I could have told myself and been able to not lose my train of thought while I'm, you know, it's like multitasking, you know, while you're bringing yourself down and realizing stuff and rapid firing stuff, which obviously I've had to rapid fire, multiple different instances you guys have seen on my page. So like I said, that's the only real difference too when it comes to that kind of stuff, is being able to distinguish, right? Like, can you take it back, and being able to tell the difference too. So yeah, I will actually just share the equivalent pictures, because again, I've only ever taken screenshots of her talking, because of those insane, scary lookalike. Like, it's scary. That's how identical it is. So, obviously, like I said, I've taken screenshots as well. So, they're some of the buff babe, right, where she's rattling her head, or she's looking at her phone, stuff like that. So, it's that video that she has. So, obviously, I've only ever screenshotted certain things that would make it easier for me to do, you know, my Samsung Health pictures and with writing on it. But other than that, like I said, it's just, yeah. So, that's also, like I said, just something I wanted to share. Also goes off conscientiousness too, right? Sharing how, you know, I was up at 7 times, but, you know, only I got to see, from a far distance, obviously, you know, the wrinkles, right? Just how there's some wrinkles, because there's just a lot going on back there, right? So, obviously, for me, and like my American flag bikini, right, I was able to, you know, have those, right? Because, yeah, big, right? Yeah, so, that's what I was trying to get. So, obviously, only I, you know, see those, you know, but again, I just remember them now, right? You know what I'm saying? So, stuff like that. So that also, all three of those examples go off conscientiousness. I shared about Fergie, I shared about the photo, and yes, she was laying there. And then again, I just shared about, you know, being able to even work on yourself, you know, and see how you're being construed, I guess you would call it. And then obviously people can make their own assumptions, right? It's like they might think to themselves, yeah, you know, everybody has that life, right? I mean, I'm not losing sleep because I don't know how much it is, right? That life, how much she engages in that life every week. But I can make an educated guess that if it's, you know, normal, right? Like me and probably everybody else who's normal, she's able to distinguish the difference. So people can also make their own and realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because for all I know, right, one of those three that day could have, again, I can't see myself, right? So I don't know how much my face was like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I can't see myself. Unless I'm recording myself, I can't see myself, right? Like I said with, you know, some people like black out, they get so angry, right? And then you show them the recording and they're like, oh, okay, that's actually what I was doing. Do you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So they can also figure it out for themselves too, right? So it's like, you know, maybe there was something like that. Or maybe by chance they find my YouTube page, right? And then they just know for themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Without having to guess and make an educated guess, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. Yeah, so just a whole bunch of good conscientiousness additions. And now I'm definitely up around an hour. So honestly, I do have a couple additions from my video earlier. So I'm just going to add that in. And then tomorrow, I'll start, you know, I'll find a good way to word. Because you guys obviously saw when I was doing my video, I didn't quite know how to word it, like the you and tequila part. So I'll find a way then, and then, yeah, go from there. So tomorrow, you guys will see, it'll be maybe a movie Monday. Probably a movie Monday, yeah. I haven't done a movie Monday in a while. I'm taking it easier, too. So movie Monday, and Sunday finale films. So anyhow, guys, my gram is just about done on her conversation with her sister. So I will go ahead here and get going. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope all my conscientiousness films have really helped everybody too. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.